Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to the channel. You know, it's JJ with you once again. If your first time here, hit the subscribe button. No, shoot, I forgot to do it again. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell. And like Mr. Cyborg over there, hello, Mr. Cyborg, says, get your drink and snacks while you're getting yourself on the road on. I got mine. Again, got Mr. Machine with us tonight. Hello there, Mr. Machine.
Hello.
He says hello.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely got you in there. We're all dialed in. We're ready to go. Hello, Mr. Cyborg. I say hello to you like that. I say hello. Okay, so today it's kind of a Bieber kind of day. What are you guys thinking? It's kind of a Bieber day.
Like Justin Bieber?
Yeah, something like a Boober Bieber today. It's called Open Bench Build Talk for All. So that means basically you have the opportunity to get on to the with us here in the stream, get onto the chat, tell us how your build is doing, and explain yourself, and we're all listening. So as you're explaining your build and tell us what you're doing, at least, that gives us that says, a lot for us that you got one tremendous build. Even, believe it or not, even if it's a pre-built system or whatever, just get in there and because it's your PC. Tell us what you got cooking. That's the whole idea. I'm going to get started and I'm going to tell y'all what I got cooking right now. I'm not going to talk about this piece of shit over here. No, this is my old PC. It's not a piece of shit. Trust me, it's far from that. But anyway, I got me MSI B850 motherboard, the P version Wi-Fi. I got me some Clev 6000 series, 32 gigabyte of system RAM, CL28. And I got me a RTX 4070. I got me a Thermalright 360 Elite AIO cooler to keep the CPU cool. And it's the 9700X, the Ryzen, was it 7 or 5? I think it's
7.
Yeah, it's the 7. Ryzen 7 9700X to roll with that. And I got a 750 watt power supply to kill it. And for the finale of it all, I got me a Mustique case that has 360 by 360, holds 7 fans. And they're all being controlled by remote controlled. So I had to get that in there. That's my whole PC right there. And yes, I'm running 1080p. But I'm rocking it with dynamic screen resolution, which gives me the advantage of 1440p or 4K in my way. So, a little less taxing on the system, but it works. So, if you got something to say, Machine, get in there and say what your system is now.
I have a 7700X with a B650 ASRock motherboard. And 4070 Super. 48 gigabytes of Clev 6030 CL RAM. AIO cooled with a 240. 850 watt power supply.
It's still a good system, man.
Yeah, it games.
Yeah.
It games.
It games. That's all that matters. If it games or it doesn't game or whatever the case is, if it doesn't game, then there is a problem. So we got to make sure that y'all are gaming. Hopefully y'all are gaming. Hopefully y'all are, enjoying yourself. And there was a big discussion while we're waiting to see if anybody else puts anything into the chat. There was a big discussion that I was having earlier with another subscriber that I had on the channel here, Mr. Dakota, and the rest of them, and all the Good Time gang. Well, can't say gang, Good Time family. Good Time family. There, that we said it right. So the discussion was this, which I forgot. I just had it at the top of my mind. Damn. And I got everybody all hungry for that discussion. Whoa. I just took a 360 real quick. But we did have a discussion today. It was intense. But I had it in mind and I couldn't. I don't know what it is, machine. I've been having this kind of blank moment.
I wasn't there for it, so I wish I could join in. What it was.
Oh, there's Lennox Lee. Good to see you there, Mr. Lennox Lee, sir.
He'll tell you.
Yeah, I forgot. We were having that discussion earlier, but I forgot the discussion there, Dakota. I kind of forgot the discussion. I can't remember. Oh my God, it was just here just 2 seconds ago. Well, we had quite a few discussions, so it's kind of hard to pinpoint it. So, but it's all good news. It's all good news. So, and also too, just wanted to let y'all know that Mr. Dakota over there did a live stream on Discord, our Discord channel, and he built a PC. He did it live. So if you guys want to be a part of the discussion over there, we can take and hook you up with the link to the Discord.
Dakota, get on the voice real quick so you can remind Jay what it was, because I'm curious.
There, I pinned the message. So, yeah, we did. We talked about a lot of stuff today, man. It's just so we talked about a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's going from A to Z. So, for me to have my mind all together after that, I think it turned to mush. So. Also, too, with the new motherboard, I got the BIOS up to date. Just to let you guys know. The reason why, I know I said I was going to wait 6 months, but there was something in the BIOS that changed my mind. To where they had updates for the 9000 series CPUs.
Also, Jay, Gosh.
What you got there, Mr. Dakota?
Give me a second. My buddy's sending me 800 messages and it keeps covering up my volume thing. Dude, chill. Well, it's like every time I try to switch my audio device, he sends me a message and it covers up the audio thing.
Oh my God.
I don't remember what. Do you remember the preface of the conversation we were having?
Bro, it's been a rough day, man. I've been on all day with you guys.
You talked about your BIOS on your motherboard.
Yeah.
We talked about M.2s and different keys and
yeah.
the the difference between M.2 and SATA M.2.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. I can't think of anything else. We talked about it quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. That's what threw me for a loop. But
I've been in the call for like hours.
yeah, I know. It's me. I mean, it's like forever in that call, man. That was a really long one.
Yes.
That was like a breakfast to dinner kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I just wanted to update everybody, let everybody know that the PC build's going well. When it comes to the BIOS. There's not really much I can see that's wrong with this motherboard, even though that people are like shitting on this motherboard, because they say that it's overheating and this and that. And I'm like, if it's overheating, then it would be a surprise to me. Because I'm always watching temperatures and everything else, so I really don't see it really becoming an issue right now. So I don't know why people say what they say. There has to be a reason why, and I haven't figured out that reason why. So I mean, everything's running solid. Even though that the base frequency is at like what 3,800 megahertz, which I'm used to like on the B550 5700X being at 3,400 megahertz. There's a 400 megahertz difference. And sometimes it'll hit up to 5.5 gigahertz just sitting in live streaming. But it's sitting at 54C solid right now. What people were talking about is the chipset hitting over 95 to 105C. Machine, you remember that discussion. Now, I'm not seeing that shit. And I'm right here looking at it. So, I'm not getting it. I am not getting it. As far as the 9700X, it's performing very well. With the RAM set up the way it's set up, it's running good as far as I can see. The Steel Legend, ASRock Steel Legend.
I like how it looks. I think it's cool with a little bit of gray on the black.
That's if you're going to keep it vertical like that.
Let me see what the top looks like.
Because if you're looking at a forward view, you're only seeing the side. You're seeing the fins of the coolers. But if it's stacked up like that in front, yeah, I mean, I would agree with you.
We should just get the white one then, right? White one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's the top of it.
If it's all white, it makes it run faster.
It does RGB. Telling you.
Yeah.
Since white reflects the RGB better, it automatically gives it a little bit of a boost. It's like an overclock. Yep. Yep. It's been tested. That's what the internet says, and the internet's always right.
If looking at the back of it, I would get that clear glue to where it's invisible glue, and I would take and some fiber optic wire and put some lighting through some fiber optic wire, with different colorations, just to light up the back really nice, to give it a really good look.
That car is too expensive though.
Yeah, so
It is $720 for this 9070 XT. It's too much money. Way too much money for that car. No,
I don't know.
I wouldn't consider that car until it gets around 630, maybe.
Bro,
But
the 9070 XT, they should bring it down to $700 or $600. To be honest,
the MSRP. Yeah, I agree.
and bring the 9070 non XT down to 550.
Yeah, or even 500.
Yeah.
The 9070 XT is faster than the 4070 Super and the 5070. So it makes sense that it's around the price it's at.
If it wants to be a competitor, but they're making it a 5080 competitor, not a 40 series competitor.
And you could overclock it pretty good too. So the 9070 can be overclocked to almost 7900 XTX speed-wise.
Yeah, but when it comes to the core clocks, you can get the core clocks to go above and beyond the 7900 XTX. The core clocks go up to about almost 3.2 gigahertz, which the 7900 XTX will not achieve.
The only thing you're lacking is the VRAM at that point. The heat.
I think the most that the 7900 XTX might get is 2950 or something like that, close to 3.
I'm not sure.
Close to 3 gigahertz. Shit, by 4070 you'll break over 3 gigahertz. Okay, Cyborg says, here's my machine built 3 years ago. An Intel i7-12700K. Nice. An Asus TUF Z690 Plus Wi-Fi 4. Not bad. 32 gigs of DDR4 3200 megahertz. Nice. See, I'm not going to crack on the RAM because I got 64 gigs of 3200 megahertz. Knowing I clock mine up to 3400 megahertz. Or I could clock it up to 3533 megahertz. So I can get it up there. Okay. Let me roll it back down again so I can read it. MSI Gaming GTX 10 MSI Gaming GTX 1070. Nice. Sound Blaster AE5. 2 Samsung 970 Evo 1 terabytes. Kingston KC 3000 2 terabytes. 2 Seagate Exos X18 12 terabytes. Got these 2 months ago. Seagate 2 terabyte. LG 27-inch monitor 1440p. Sounds like the man's been collecting. Looks like to update GPU soon. Well, you better do it before November, because that's what I forgot machine. So, best to get it before November. Before the full effect of the tariffs go into full effect. Let's see. 970 Steel Legend OC 2858 2800 92 FPS 253 to 280 sound like much. The 9070 tough.
I picked the tough. I picked the tough because they in AMD cards they tested all of the tough, all of the, not the tough, but the ASRock ones. They tested every model of it, so you can actually get a good frame of how it overclocks per card, minus silicon battery.
Well, it looks like the top rocker is going to be the ASRock Steel Legend.
Yep. But it also, the max memory clock is higher than all the rest of them.
Right.
And the GPU clock's a little bit higher too.
Right. I got you. Got you there.
But the one below it is interesting. OC plus max power it, you're right there at the 4070.
Yeah.
Pretty mark.
Yeah.
So the consistency with the ASRock cards, it looks like it's right around 9 to 10% when you max it out overclockwise. Stable.
Yeah, but that's all rasterization. Sorry. That's all rasterization. But when you spank it with ray tracing, it kind of folds like a wet blanket.
I wonder. I'll look that up. I'm curious now.
And thank you for sharing that with us there, Mr. Cyborg. We do appreciate you, of course. Nice. See, this is the difference between the OC models and the non-OC models. The 9060 XT Steel Legend has a very good top clock. But so does the 4070, not overclocked. It falls short, brother. It doesn't in frequency, I'll hand it to you there. I mean, showing that it hits 3 point... Oh, hell, you know. Okay. So everybody don't take a knife after me and try to chase me down. There. So that way you guys don't have the knife fight with me and I don't have to get stabbed to death. And we'll fix everything up. There. Now we make everything all nicey-nicey. 9060 XT Steel Legend. Voltage offset at 130, that's not bad. 50.
Seems to be common throughout all the cards. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty stable. I mean, throughout different manufacturers, so that must be just the architecture of it.
Must be.
Yep. Impressive, actually.
But I'm sure I can get more than 54.9 FPS, bro. Oh, that's Extreme GT1.
That's extreme, yes.
Yeah.
So there's ray tracing in that one. But, I already just sent you my results that I looked up here.
The problem with the AMD graphics cards, it will cost you $200 a year more in power. Not unless you got solar power, then it's about equal. You won't cost you that $200. So with solar power, you save $200. But when you run 5 computers in the house, then you got to have solar power. to offset the cost of the computing.
Oops.
Did we lose Mr. Decody?
I think we did. No, but it was me. I accidentally closed the window. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
So here is. Hold on. I'll show you the end result.
Okay.
That's the ray tracing. So it's on ultra ray tracing with no path tracing or.
Are you running the extreme mode on that, the overclocking mode?
That's not me. This is somebody else. This is the 9060 XT versus the 4070 in ray tracing.
Well,
1080p, ray tracing, ultra, max graphics.
well, who's the person? Well, don't say it. No, don't say it.
It's not who you think it is. But that's not bad for an AMD card. That's $380. I think.
Yeah, but this just shows us the menu.
I just did another one. I just sent the picture.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Yeah, that's something I can't share across the channel because it's not mine. And remember, they did that BS with the California law.
Oh.
And whoever can have a bug up their butthole about this.
Well, you can get the results, can't you?
No. I can't share what other people do.
So you can't show benchmarks at all for anybody?
Unless they're my own.
So you can't show Tech Power Up?
I probably, because it's independent, but this dude is not independent, man. See, with Tech Power Up, it's a public independent group. Basically, they don't mind you using their stuff. But when you got a content creator that's in a private mode and, probably wants to just put their stuff up for people to watch, but for other content creator to use their mojo, they'll get pissed and think you're stealing their people. And
Is that the Freedom of Information Act?
It doesn't matter because this part of the video will come up and YouTube will flag it. That's the reason why they'll flag it. Because it's always constantly searching through YouTube. And if I put something out there like that and I go to end the video within 10-15 minutes, they're going to flag the live stream.
Okay.
That's what they did on my other channel. They flagged my live stream because I live streamed my own stuff over there on my other channel and they flagged me. So, you got me, man.
Okay.
But if people want to go see it, then they can sign up for the Discord. I left the link in the live chat, in the live stream. So they can go and click on and become a Discord member. And also, too, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. So, being in Australia, we should not be affected by tariffs. No, you're not affected by tariffs, but you're affected by that VAT tax and also the extra taxes that China's going to be putting out. So you will be affected by some course of tax. Because it looks like China's going to tariff tax a lot of countries, and they've already put that statement out. So, either way we look at it, the prices are going up. Don't matter what country you live in, because we all live under the same glass ball, we all breathe the same air, and we all pee the same way, except for women, but anyway. So you get the point. And Machine, understand, man, this is appreciated. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I understand. Yeah, I get it. I'm not mad at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's just, it's their rules. It's not mine.
Right.
I got to read every day. Every day I get on YouTube, I got to read the rules, the terms of service through YouTube every damn day because it's always shit's changing. Always changing. Every day. It's always something changing. So it's not an excuse. I'm not making up an excuse. It's every video that I create, it has to be my own. It can't be other parts of other people's anymore. Not unless I'm licensed for it through the fair use, free fair use, but I'm not licensed for it, and I go to put it on here, and the AI bots, they flag it, and then they send a message to the creator. Then a creator sends a message back to the bots. If it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, because if it's a bad thing, then they copyright strike you. The creator of that video clip can copyright strike me. Believe it or not. Sucks as it is. So, but if you guys want to beat the news of the tariffs and stuff like that, and you don't live in the United States, don't worry. You guys will be okay. Not saying it to know it for a fact, but I have a feeling you guys are going to be fine. It's just here things are going to change when it comes to PC parts, because now it's being requested them being built in the United States. And if not, when you go to buy a graphics card for $500, add another $500 to it, because everything is going to be times 2. So, anything you want to add on that, Mr. Machine?
No, sir.
Nothing bothers you about that?
Well, it is what it is.
You can't change anything. You know, it's not up to you. There's one man that controls the world.
It is what it is.
I'm not here to change the world, but I'm here to teach everybody about PCs. If they got a question, if they want to ask a question, if they want to talk about their PC for that split moment, I'll be more than happy to listen. I'm not like the other reviewers. I don't sit there and spew garbage out of my mouth. I put education in front of everything, because it's very important that everybody learn the special ways of building a PC. It's not just a nice to have kind of thing. It's an art. It's a construction of how you construct your PC and how you mold it, as far as physically, the hardware and everything else, how you mold it and you want it to look. But if you don't like to dabble in PCs and it's not your bag, we understand that. But I've been doing it 3 decades, like I've told you guys before. I'm not here to give you smoke and mirrors. That's the reason why you don't see me posting videos all the time. Is because I'm not here to give you smoke and mirrors. I'm here to give you fact and not fiction. That's the reason why I don't post videos all the time. But it doesn't mean I'm quitting on the channel. No. I want videos to have some facts to it. Like I posted the video today about this motherboard. I was curious to see if the X870, and believe it or not, we'll get into the crux of this. So I'll minimize this, and I'm gonna bring up a little bit of that. Because I think everybody needs to know. When it comes to this motherboard, this is what astounded me so much. This is what had me going, and I'm going to show you guys. Right here, this page. Let me get this out of the way. Well, damn, I hate when that happens. I should have just put summary only. So, let me see. Summary. There we go. Here's a little bit of a looky look. This says AMD X870 / B850 Promontory. I didn't know you guys know I don't know how to say it right. So it's a prom board. But. The BIOS update was done tonight. Not too long ago, I just did it. I'm up to the latest BIOS is 2.A. A is an Apple 7.5 for the UEFI. 6,000 megahertz, 32 gigs, CL28 RAM. I'm happy. Boost clock's 5.5. Base clock's 3.8. That's in gigahertz. Minimal clock is at 600 megahertz. I don't know why they even go that route. So, it's doing good. And this is running with the RX 9700 or 9700X. So, and you guys have the question to say, Jay, why you running 9700X? Because the L1 is 8X times 32 plus 8X times 48. L2 is 8X times 1M. And the L3 is 32 megs. Why does that matter, you say? Well, the reason why it matters so much is it doesn't have X3D capabilities. Doesn't mean it's a bad CPU. It gives you flexibility when it comes to the CPU. 9700X, I can tell you, has got a lot of flexibility. It'll do all three buckets like I told you guys. It'll do business, it'll do content creating, and it'll do gaming. Now, if you get an X3D processor, you'll be luckily stuck with just being able to game with it and maybe a little bit of business work. But as far as content creating, it's not happening. I still think that the newer chips are not capable for content creating. Maybe the 16 core 32 thread processor, maybe. That's the 9950X3D. That might be good for content creating a little bit, but as far as the rest, I don't think so. Machine, what are you thinking on that?
I don't know.
We gotta have something better than I don't know, man. You gotta have something better than I don't know, man. I know you know. You've been in your BIOS a couple times. You know.
Yeah. Well, I think that the MSI BIOS is a lot easier and more friendly to use than mine.
Right.
So, yeah, I understand my BIOS pretty good now, but you have more options, more choices, you can do more tweaking with yours than I can. Mine is very limited, and you've seen it, so you know.
Yeah, I know. Cyborg says Windows Update has been quiet, nothing lately. Yeah, because they've been hiding all the Windows updates because they've been tearing up people's computers. There's Cyborg.
Yeah. Yeah, the people that have problems don't have a computer to complain with.
Yeah, sitting at the bottom of the ocean. So
It's a forced upgrade. It's a forced upgrade.
yeah, it is basically a forced upgrade that you don't want, and it's forced upon you. Not giving you the option to go and to just download the program itself and then install it your way. It can't be done that way. But Mr. Cyborg also said, how did you go with the BIOS update? How did you go with the BIOS update, Jay? How did I get the BIOS update, or how did it go with the BIOS update? Well, in the beginning, I'm going to tell you how it started was pretty scary. Because I wasn't used to the fact that, when you clicked on the M flash inside of the BIOS, that the motherboard shuts down the whole PC and then reboots it back into the M flash. That was a little scary at the first time. But once I got into the M flash program, I was able to. I didn't use a flash drive. I used the SSD, my main SSD for my operating system, to actually. I made a folder, put it into the C drive, and then I took and downloaded the new updates for each one of the BIOS updates. And I did one by one. So I switched them in and out of the folders. I take one folder, I put one BIOS update in there, and I did it 8 times, fully cycling the BIOS. So I did it each individual. I didn't do it just one and done. I've seen somebody do it, and they bricked their whole motherboard doing it. So each BIOS update from the time of the original BIOS, you go up to the next one, and then you update it with that, then you go up to the next one, and so on until you get to the top, which I did. So the experience was really good. I enjoyed the experience. It gave me an adrenaline kind of feel putting in that BIOS because I was gritting my teeth through the whole thing, but you guys know it's a nervous habit. So 9950X 3D is better for productivity, more cores, more better. More cores equal more better. Yeah, that's the reason why I really didn't count it out. But it all still stems on your motherboard. If you don't have the right VRMs for your motherboard, and it can't handle a consistent power draw that the 9950X 3D does, then you're choke holding your cores because you don't have enough power to push it. So, yeah. Make sure you have a motherboard that's well equipped over. Some people say, oh, I could do it on 8-phase VRMs. Some say I could do it on 12-phase VRMs. But a lot of people that I talk to, they say it's better to just do it on the 14-phase VRMs. So, yeah, we know. So
my question is, if you're not doing productivity work, do you really need the extra 8 cores?
No, not really. Because you could do productivity work on an X processor just like the X3D. But you got a better advantage with an X processor. It doesn't have limitations that the X3D has. X3D still has a frequency a frequency lock to it, to a certain point. They lock the frequency to a certain point, so it doesn't overheat.
So the Ryzen 7 9800X3D is $429 on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
10% off. But I think it's still too expensive.
You're right.
It needs to be at least $50 lower, if not $75 lower.
It needs to be around $309. They did the 7800X3D around $309. Why can't they do the 9800X3D around $300?
It'll probably get that cheap in about a year.
Yeah. If you are building a work machine, go for sufficient power delivery. Good VRMs will help stability. I do agree with that. Especially when they got motherboards that got, 14 phase VRMs? Some got 22 phase VRMs. And I think the most I seen was at Computex, it was 32 phase or something like that? Something stupid, ridiculous like that? Or was I dreaming that? I must have been dreaming it. But why would you need so much for so little? Doesn't make sense. So much for so little. You get a little bit better performance than its partner CPUs. Like I said, I got the 9700X. I can push it just like the 9800X 3D. I bet you I can get close to the 9800X 3D if I wanted to. So, let's go with that. A $300 CPU compared to a $425, $450 CPU. So, machine.
Sorry, I'm eating my peanut butter thing.
Oh, okay. Just eat your peanut butter things, man. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to you then. So,
Sorry.
Guys, if you're gonna want something stable for the AM5, I would say 14 phase VRMs stacked very nicely with proper heat sink for cooling will do just good. There are some motherboards that are in the 800 series that make 16 or better. So, is it cool? Yes. Is it $125 cool? Maybe not. I know, Brad. I know, man. I know $125 is $125, and I know $200 is $200. But if you want something that's going to last you a long time, that's going to get you 4 or 5 years, think about paying the price of a $200 motherboard. Just use as an example. Taking a $200 motherboard, stretch that to 5 years. And this will be surprising to you if we can get there, but we'll get there. So, see, now here's the deal. Taking your trusty calculator, like here, as you can see, taking, let's say, $500. No, not $500. If you took a CPU and paid $300 for it, and you times that, or not times that, divide that, come on, divide, by 5 years, gives you your total. So, do you know any motherboard that's high-end And get what I'm saying. Any motherboard that's high end that you can get for $60 a year? I don't think so. If you want to look at it like that. So, did I see? Yeah. Oh, that would probably be like 520, but I'll tell you what, stretching it out, a $300 motherboard for 5 years is $60. So, if you do $150 motherboard and you take that by 5 years, that gives you $30. So, how much was this motherboard again in their machine?
Well, the package was $439 to $440 for both the CPU and the motherboard. So
$440.
The CPU selling for $300. If the CPU is $300, then you got the motherboard for $140.
Yep. So you're saying the 9700X was $140?
Oh, the 9700X sells for about $300.
Okay. Okay,
So
I got you now.
take that into account. The motherboard would be thrown in for $140 more.
Right. So you take the $140. Let's just clear this out so we wouldn't have no problem. So you say the $140, you divide that by 5 years. That's $28 a year. So tell me if there's any motherboard on the market right now for $28 a year. There is none. There probably is if you could figure it like this, but the thing is this. If you go to rent a phone from a nationwide store and you're paying $33 for the best of the best, but you're paying it per month, guess what? You're getting the best of the best. Now, if you're getting a motherboard that does the numbers like this one has, and it has all the bells and whistles, and to me, I would consider this motherboard high end. So that's my opinion on that. But for $28 a year, tell me where you're going to go wrong with that. Tell me where you're going to go wrong with $28 a year just for a motherboard. And then you go even further and, like, say on what I got here, say $300 for the CPU, and you divide that by 5 years. So that's $60.
RAM was 110. RAM was 110.
Oh, I know, but I'm going by 5 years, breaking it down.
Right. I mean, the RAM was $110.
Right.
So if you were to put the cost of your entire system in there, and divide that by 5, then you know how much you're paying for your system per year.
Right. You can do it that way or do it the hard way like I'm doing it. So, yeah. So now
you can get a Asus Prime V580, not 850 for 115.
Right.
A Prime, which is probably like 8 phases, 8 or 10.
So you're saying this whole system costs $440, right? Just the parts.
Yeah, $440 for the CPU and motherboard, and then $110 for the RAM.
Well, if you look at it like that, it's $88 a year total. So you divide that by 365 days out of the year. So that system is costing you 24 cents a day. That's not even enough for a pack of gum. 24 cents. 24 cents a day. Not even enough to buy a Snickers bar, which Snickers bars are over almost $3. So, if the math was done just like now, then you'll see that when you build your whole system and you break it down to 5 years and you break it down to 365 days, you'll see in actuality how much it costs you per day. So, 24 cents is not bad, man.
So then, the next motherboard you need to get is a godlike motherboard.
Oh, hell no. I will not get a godlike motherboard.
$1,100.
Why would I pay $1,100 for that, man? It's not worth it.
This is the best. The best of the best. It has RGB built in. Why would you not want to pay $1,100?
Oh my God! If I wanted an $1,100 motherboard, I would be pooping golden cup links.
Never know.
I can't see it. I really can't. I don't know about you, but I really can't. I can't see paying that much. Seriously.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Even with 3 parts being at 440, that's not the whole PC. So if we wanted to actually look at it, I can take the 440, I can add in the $600 graphics card, I can add in the SSD, you know, and I can add in the case, and I can add in the RGB fans.
And the AIO.
And the AIO.
And the PSU.
And the PSU. So the system now went from $1,224 to $1,320. Minus this from $1,224 on my last set. As you can see, between AM4 and AM5, there's only like a $96 difference. That's it. Well, I'd say about $100 difference.
You got twice as much RAM though.
Yeah.
So,
but the other one's got twice as.
Add another $100 for that. Yeah. So.
But the other one's got twice as much speed.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that. So if you pull the graphics card out of the way and you look at all the rest, your next system could be just upgrading the graphics card. But I think I got about maybe 2 or 3 years left before I need to upgrade the graphics card. And by then they'll have all this bullshit worked out with the government and everything else. Probably in another 10 years.
PCIe 5.0 ready to go, so.
Yeah, that is true.
That will help.
That is true, yeah.
You don't have to worry about that being an issue.
No. You don't have to worry about that being an issue. Mm. But I'll tell you, it's getting almost to the point of being ready. Look, I've been rocking with you guys on the live stream for over an hour. So, but ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat. Why? Why ain't you guys saying anything? What's happening? What am I losing something? Or are you guys just contemplating on what we're talking about and thinking about your next build? Hopefully you're thinking about your next build and how you want to build it. Now, if you want to know if the BIOS update for this motherboard was easy, yeah, it was. Because you don't have to use a BIOS renamer like Asus uses to take the little 36 kilobyte or megabyte BIOS update and, just put it in a nice spot so you can go into the BIOS and do an M flash, and it's really simple. So it's really simple. As long as you got the right BIOS, you should be fine. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. So, what else does everybody have to talk about? What do y'all got to talk about? What are we going to talk about here? Machine, you got something else you want to hand up and talk about?
Not really.
Well, I can tell you this. Don't look like many people are talking this evening. Is it me, or maybe I'm just mumbling too much? Is that
You fell asleep, Jay.
Did I? Did I fall
Everybody
asleep?
did. No, not you.
Oh yeah, they probably did, man. They probably did. They probably said, "Damn, Jay, I'm gonna fall asleep now." I know I'm doing this at a late time. Truthfully, there's nothing really going on in the PC world that's worth mentioning right now. There really isn't. Some people are mentioning stuff that is old news already, and I just don't feel like repeating it. You know what I mean, Machine? I just don't feel like repeating it, man. Because it's old news. I mean, there's nothing good, so. Not unless you guys heard something I didn't, but I doubt it. I'm always checking every morning, going through all the news feeds and everything else. But you know what? Just to do, just for a quick look at what is going on in the PC world, we can take and go to videocards.com. Make sure you guys visit MrVideocards.com. Let's see. They're talking about the 7700. They're talking about confirming a 2.8 terabyte HBM4. It's not going to be exciting. This stuff we're already talking about. But here's what's not being talked about. Or did you guys talk about this already, Machine? That Intel hints at XeSS multi-frame generation technology. That it could be rivaling NVIDIA with the 4X capabilities. Multi-frame generation. for Intel cards.
I know they had frame gen. I didn't know they had multi-frame.
Well, that's what it's saying here. XESS multi-frame generation. Looks like they are working on it. So, damn. Any other news? Nothing really news. Nothing worth the paint off of the promotions. Which we don't want to get into that neither. Too much paint flies around for the promotions, but alrighty. Anybody else got anything they want to add? Slow time of the year for new releases. Yes, I do agree, Brad. See, I almost said bad. Mr. Bad Brad. Yes, I do agree with you 100%. There's really nothing right now that's really worth talking about on the releases. So, I don't see nothing. I mean, everybody knows that AMD's bringing up the 7700X. There's no sense of talking about it. I think that wagon's been dried up and rolled over a few times, but I don't see anything to talk about when it comes to that card. So, but anyway, guys, I don't know, Mr. Machine. Is there anything exciting happening with you today, or what's going on?
I was just going back to work tomorrow, which sucks. That's it for me.
Right.
So, besides Eve drama.
Work drama.
That's Eve drama.
Work drama. So. But I'll tell you what, man. If we got nothing to add to this, what do you think? Should we just call the stream now?
You can call it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna call it. All right, everybody.
Everybody else fall asleep except for Brad.
Yeah. So, you got any last quotes or statements you want to tell anybody? You want to tell them bye to join us over on Discord or anything you want to leave? By the way.
I think everybody's here is on Discord. I think.
Yeah, true. I think everybody else is too. So
yeah, everybody that's here.
Yeah, because there's only 3 viewers showing. So machine, I got Cyberpunk. It runs on my Cashy OS box at decent frame rates.
What is that? What's a Casio S?
Brad would have to explain that to you.
The Apple?
No, it's AMD. If it's X3D, then you're probably going to be rocking the 78 or the 9800 X3D. One or the other.
Yeah. I think Brad is the rich one out of all of us here.
Yeah, true.
It's like 9950 X3D. She's got 25090s in there. The other one's just for looks.
Oh yeah. All he needs is
256 gigabytes of RAM. It's my Linux box. Oh. See, Arc V570. How does that work in Linux? I think we talked about this before.
Yes, I think we have. I'm not too sure how long ago, but my brain's kind of rotted now, so you guys have to forgive me for that. My brain's kind of rotted today. I think all that extra excitement earlier kind of rotted my brain. says it works pretty well, man.
Well, what's pretty well? That's a 10 gigabyte card.
Mm-hmm.
Like what settings? What resolution?
It'd be easier. The Mad came over onto the Discord channel, got into the live stream chat.
That's not bad.
You know.
For yeah, hell yeah. For a $200 card, not bad. Cool.
Yeah. See, he heard my message. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream right here. But we are popping over on Discord. We will have the Discord chat going on. We're going to continue this over at Discord. Subtitle hints. But anyway, if this is your guys' first time here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell so you know. Well, I did it wrong again. Damn. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video. Until then, next time in the next video, you guys know who it is. We'll see you on the next one. If you want to be a part of the discussion, we're going to be on the Discord chat. I left a link in the description. You know, not the link in the description. I left the link in the chat if you want to be a part of it. So you guys got a few minutes to get in there and get it. And get over here and get chatting with us. And we'll see you there. Bye-bye now. Take care.